What's up, guys, and welcome back to the episode of Crunchy Top 1000 in a Classic. And we're actually starting off with a really nice moose here, up to 220. And I just wanted to say the Christmas event just released pretty much while I was, like, I think a few hours after I first recorded this kill here in Redford Falls. So you're gonna have to, deal with two really nice moose, I guess, which is still a nice opening, I think. But yeah, then we'll switch over to the particular Christmas event and missions. So let's take our shot here on this sleeping moose. And it did thankfully hit the lungs there. You could see where it entered its body, I guess. But yeah, dropped it right there. Nothing too crazy. But yes, I said I was planning on, I guess, making a video on retro thoughts here. I wanted to hunt some whitetail and some moose. But with the Christmas event now being out, I'm obviously going to switch over to that, but I'll still have to show off the two best kills I've gotten, which is this really nice moose here, 203.9, really good score, nice slight variation, taxed it, and of course did also take a trophy shot of that because there's no way I wouldn't. There we go, here's the moose that we're all waiting for, an absolute behemoth of a bull moose here, 195 to 240 score estimate, with again a fairly low weight estimate, only up to 560 kilograms. And shot it right there in the lungs. I was using the rifle for this one too because I had initially spooked it with the shot just a bit earlier when we had the first moose, I believe. But yeah, it dropped pretty much right after I shot it, so this again was a decent lung shot. The 7M Scout here does not have the capabilities to insta-drop it, even with the high power, unless you of course shoot something like the heart, brain, neck bone, and things like that. But yeah, definitely the best moose so far, and probably going to be best moose the entire hunt. I'm not too sure, I haven't, finished hunting yet, but hopefully it is going to be. A really nice one. This is definitely going in the lodge. I mean, the 203 did as well, but only 528 kilograms, so really low weight, but an insane score of 220, and of course I had to instantly tag that one. I was not going to waste that. And of course, trophy shot as well. I mean, at 200 plus, I'll always take a trophy shot, and especially like a really good one like 220. That's insane and definitely the best one we've had by far. Alright, now we're actually in Hemedal here, and we're starting off with a pretty decent fox. I think it could smell our stay maybe for a second. Up to 28 score here. So not going to be, an insane scoring one, like nothing 30 plus. But definitely has the potential to be pretty decent. Now there's of course also the rodeo back there, and yeah, we're doing the Christmas event now, which just released, and the goal is to get I think 30,000 harvests for rodeo, and of course 25.8 scoring here. But yeah, we need 30,000 harvests for rodeo, and I believe 30 like personal ones. So hopefully we can get those done soon, as well as the mission. And yeah, there's a few things to do, one of them being to shoot a wood grouse that scores 5,000 or more. That's really not too difficult. That's definitely one of the easiest ones there is of these missions. Of course, you're seeing this wood grouse clip here, and that is because this one obviously is going to score above 5,000. Now, drop the GFD 22. I spooked one earlier because I wasn't careful enough, so I just shot it with the pistol. But yeah, that's the first objective completed. It says 5,000 here, and of course the score never loaded, but at the top left you can see that it actually did count, so that's nice. Now another objective for the mission is to harvest any kind of non-common variation fox, which of course this one is going to definitely fulfill. This tower down here especially is really great for fox. I feel like I always get at least 1 or 2 every time I start out a hunt down here, so it's definitely worth looking into if you're still missing that one. But of course, whether or not you get that on your first red fox you see, or maybe you're gonna be unlucky and you'll need quite a bit more than that, there really is not much you can do. But that right over there is another red fox, so there's definitely plenty of them down here, so definitely give this a try if you haven't yet. But yeah, very gray, just a small male, but of course that is objective completed, so that's pretty great. And in general, just wanted to show you guys where I'm kind of going to be heading. This middle row here with the tower is usually where I find most of my links. So that's probably going to be one of the stops at least while looking for links. And of course the back area here, the mountains, is just full of reindeer, and mainly brown bear. So if you're looking for those, you should definitely be towards the end there. At the start is usually where I find loads of roe deer and moose, and at the back question mark thingy, the kind of hillside, is usually where I find like a lot of ptarmigan. That's where we're also going to be heading later to get that ptarmigan mission done. So if you needed some help for that or just some info, do look into those spots, and yeah, objective completed. Now of course the event is centered around roe deer this time. And of course there's also a mission which requires you to shoot a male roe deer with a single shot into the heart. Not only the heart, you can hit other organs as well, but it just has to have at least hit the heart as well. So we got this one slowly coming in here fairly frontal, so I'm gonna go take my shot right there and interrupt instantly, so there's a really good chance here this guy is a hard shot. Now for roe deer, I think it's kind of the same as moose. You can see like kind of a little blob there at the front if they're coming at you frontal, so it's quite easy to shoot the heart. And usually they trot in like really close, so you can definitely take your time with landing a shot, and yeah, hard shot. So that's another objective completed. We're really cruising through these. Of course, it's the Christmas event, which means there's definitely going to be a few missions involving the reindeer, one of which being that you have to harvest a male reindeer weighing above 150 kilograms, and that has to be the common reindeer, so none of the Rudolph mythical ones. There is specific missions for those. But yeah, dropped it, or I guess not dropped it right there, but definitely hit it in the lungs, so it's not gonna go far at all. Shot it with the rifle because I did not feel like calling it in, and right there it tipped over, so we're gonna go grab that real quick. I mean, I had a really good score estimate, over 700, even though it's, of course, I'm gonna score that, but a really nice weight estimate as well, with a good chance of it weighing the 150 kilograms. I mean, it looks pretty good, and it does in fact weigh 160, a nice 524 score, so not too bad. The other missions with reindeer are shoot a Rudolph one, so a male mythical, as well as shoot a female mythical, so those are, I guess, hopefully next up. Now we're top right of the map at the little point of interest, or that eye on the top right on the map anyway. And this is where there's usually a lot of ptarmigan, as you can see, so I went for my shots on this one and I missed a lot of them. But thankfully my second to last did actually hit. And we just needed to shoot an airborne one from over 20 meters, which this one is definitely going to be. And yeah, there was really no question about this one being further than 20 meters away at 83 here. A decent score as well, so 674, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, that's another objective completed, and there's, not really that many more left, and I think the most difficult being probably the mythical reindeer ones. Hopefully we can get those done pretty soon. What kind of Christmas event would it be if there's not at least one mission which has to be a Eurasian lynx, and this mission is fairly easy this time. It just has to be a male Eurasian lynx, so it's really not that difficult in the end. There's just one trotting in over here, and I took a little bit of a favor shot here because I did not want to risk spooking it, but you can see lung / heart blood there, so it's definitely going to go down pretty fast. Now, as I said, definitely not the hardest kind of lynx mission they've had so far, but in the end it's still somewhat difficult. I've had 2 other lynx before this, which were both females, so I was kind of getting scared that it's just going to be a hunt where I might be finding a lot of lynx, but all of them being female, which of course wouldn't really help for the mission pack. But with that one here being done, I guess dropped. It's definitely going to be objective completed because it was of course a male. 8.59, 84 GM, and mission objective completed. So there's really not that many missions left. Like, this is really going a lot faster than I expected. Alright guys, we're going to be in today's episode on rank 2057, which means we've climbed 3 ranks, which really isn't that much sadly, but what can you do? We're also ending at 24,232 hunter score, which means we gained 52 hunter score overall. Decent enough, I guess. And we're getting fairly close to getting the first level award here, 20,000 harvests. We already had 5 out of the 30 required of roe deer for the individual ones. I'm not quite sure why the mission doesn't have it checked off here, because obviously you had it turned on. You saw the objectives being completed. But we're finished with roe deer, ptarmigan, normal reindeer, wood grouse, red fox, and the Eurasian lynx. So hopefully we can finish the rest soon. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye bye.